No, not that one. Not that one. This one. All right. So are we? Oh, this is so great. It makes me so happy to be able to do this. We are. We're talking again today. We're talking every day. Why am I even doing this? Well, let me tell you. So I got two things going on, which is why I've got the. You guys are so good. So you're on my pillow. Everyone on YouTube and Facebook, you're on my pillow. Isn't that nice? Here we go. Does that work? Did it go? I think it did. I love it. I love it. Thank you. Thanks for being here. I'm going to see if I can tighten this in a little bit. Okay. I'm waving back. I can't keep touching the screen, but I'm waving back. Thank you for being here. I'm talking to you on my favorite day, Camel Day. Guess what? Hump Day. It's Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, right? I can't keep the days straight anymore. How about you? It's just whew, so overwhelming, isn't it? The great thing about Hump Day is it's the middle of the week. You've already got a couple days behind you. That's awesome. And now you only have 2 more days after today. Ooh, it's great. It gives you time to still get some things done that maybe you wanted to get done. Are there some things that you had told yourself you were going to do this week, but you haven't gotten there yet? Oh man, do I know that feeling, right? Oh, anyone else? I meant to get some things done. I just didn't get them done. Ugh, makes me a little crazy. But guess what? You can still get them done. It's a great thing about Hump Day. You still have 2 more days. Thanks, Jeffrey Williams. Thank you. Right? The reason I call it Camel Day is because I'm obsessed with camels. I love camels. I met a whole bunch of camels when I was in the Middle East, and they're the most amazing animals. And we got along so well. Everyone says, "Don't camels spit?" I did never met a camel that spit. I don't know why. Maybe they were just treated really well, and they have no reason to be angry and spit at you. They were very, very sweet. So the great thing about Hump Day, yeah, that's what I'm saying is keep adjusting this. Is that a little better? Good. I had to move because the sun came out and oh, it's nice and sunny. I do have a question. Does anyone have any advice for dealing with really high pitched sounds coming from the next building, the next door? It turns out it's a neighbor's air conditioning, so it's not going to stop. It's not going to go away. How do I deal with it? We're wearing headphones. We've closed the windows. We've turned on fans inside to, white noise. I don't know what else to do. I mean, you can't tell people to turn off their air conditioning when it's hot out. That's not right. But it's a high pitched whine and it's just awful. Anyway, that's my Hump Day. I am updating my store. I am so excited. And next week, I'm going to talk to you all about the new things that are in the store, new products. I've been working really hard on it, reorganizing it, getting all cleaned up. I'm very proud of this. And the great thing about the store is that you are supporting us actors on strike. There's my castmates are also in the store. So everything that you get in the store goes to us directly. It's awesome. And yeah, so we'll have some more stuff going in there. I've got new things, some new cast sign stuff, replays from B5 events. Do you remember those? Who remembers B5 events? Hey, Chava, thanks for chiming in. I'm so glad to know that you're safe. I'm so glad to know that you're safe. What horrific times we're in that this is happening. Working right now is what I need to get done. Okay, Doug, cool. Working right now. Instead, you're on with me right now, right? I'm not helping. All right, I'll tell you all about the store and the stuff that's happening in the store next week. Okay? So that's coming. But this week, on Friday, we have a workshop on motivation. And I had a really good question come in. What is a framework? Because I keep talking about the fact that I'm giving you this framework that'll help you with motivation. A framework is simply, in my mind, it's a design element that helps your brain, because we got to learn how to work with our wonderful brains. It helps your brain to take in information. So depending on how many steps there are, that's how many sides I put on the framework. Does that make sense? And each side has a word or a phrase that helps you. So when one of the things Oh, thanks, Doug. I'm so proud of that. When I go back and look over the B5 events, I get really proud of what we accomplished during the pandemic. I put together a whole business in 10 days. Had to turn on a dime. I had a travel business and the pandemic shut me down. And it was like, okay, I got to come up with something. So I put all my castmates on camera. And I'm so grateful that I did because it was Mira's last appearance, that last public appearance. I'm very proud of that, and I miss her so much. Anyway, thanks, Doug. So we're talking about motivation in the framework, and what you get on Friday is an image that you can use to help your brain remember when you get stressed out or when you start to work really, really hard, even if it's a positive thing, the amygdala gets stimulated. What is the amygdala? It's a little piece of your brain. It's the most ancient part of your brain. It was the first thing, that first little bit that was formed billions of years ago. And it really hasn't changed a whole lot since. Its whole design was just to keep you safe. So propagating the species. So keeping you safe. And keeping you safe to the amygdala means keeping you in a cave, doing nothing else. Even if you're miserable, as long as you're alive, the amygdala has done its job, right? It doesn't use any logic or sense. That's not that's not what it's made for. It's not big enough to do any of that. Now we have so many more parts of our brain that can help override the amygdala. But if you don't know that the amygdala is running the show, and if you don't know how to work with your amygdala, then you're kind of up the creek, as it were. The amygdala, I call it the fear dragon. The amygdala is our friend. It's meant to keep you safe. And it's really important to have elements of fear in our life so we know how to take care of ourselves, right? I do. Thanks, Montgomery. I do. Lee, I do. Lay, I have them. But, walking around with those things. The amygdala, the fear dragon, it is our friend. We need to have fear, but we need to know and understand when it's a real fear or when it's a dirty fear. A clean fear is when you're about to get hit by a car or something. You're walking down a dark alley and you hear footsteps behind you. I'm not recommending you do this, but you hear something and you become afraid. You're in peril. So that's a clean fear. A dirty fear is when you're afraid to make that sales call, when you're afraid to have a difficult conversation, when that's dirty fear. That's just getting in your way of having a good life. So that's what I'm here to help you work with. I've become, just so fascinated by fear because it's what I did for a living as a stunt woman here in Hollywood. Okay? So I've really worked hard understanding fear on a lot of different levels. And I'm here to tell you that if you feel like you're procrastinating or you're not making progress, there's a fear in the way. An old fear, a limiting belief that's keeping you from doing what you want to do. Isn't that weird? Well, good for you, Dan. I'm glad you still have a brain at 90. I'm right behind you. I don't know what's happening to my brain. Get out of your man cave, Randy. Yes. Oh, thanks, Douglas. I think so too. We've had to learn, and during a pandemic, you have to learn how to pivot, even if it breaks your heart, even if it's just not what you want to do. It crushes your soul on some level, and you have to shut down a business and start a new one. But you know what? What's the choice? Anyway, that's a whole other conversation, and I would love to have that conversation if you want to talk about that. I'm all about it. I'm all about the pivot. I've had to do that a lot. I'm in the middle of a pivot right now having to do with my physical body, which is causing me discomfort and sometimes significant pain. And I'm trying to figure out how to deal with it. And our healthcare system is a lot of bollocks. It's the fucking worst. So I need, in fact, you are my distraction today. I wanted to be here with you guys because I have to get on the phone with United Healthcare, et cetera, and work through the stupidness, just the utter stupidity. Not looking forward to it, but I am looking forward to getting my body cared for, right? Take care of myself. Okay, enough about me, about you. Join me on Friday. There is a link in the bio. There's links in the conversation. And I want you to join me on Friday because, there it is again, because I can share with you what I've learned about motivation. The topic's motivation. We're going to be really specific, and it's quick and dirty. It's going to be a 30 to 45-minute conversation. I'll be talking at you. It's not really a conversation until the Q&A part, and then that is a conversation. I want to hear your questions, and I will do my very best to give you an answer that supports you and works for you, because I really believe there are enough solutions out there to help you. We can totally help you. All right? So we meaning you and I together, we can help you. So we can help you increase your productivity and your motivation, and then build some self-confidence and resilience, because you've learned how to take care of yourself when you need to be motivated. I do have a blog. If you go to patriciatallman.com, you can sign up for my magazine. I call it Motivational Magic Magazine, and I talk about this stuff. I also have there's stuff archived on the blog, and admittedly, it's not the best. We're doing our best to try to make it work, but it's anyway, it's there. And if you sign up for the newsletter, which is free, you'll every month get the monthly email from me, which is our magazine, which is on a personal development topic. And and personal development, there's a travel article, and anything new that's going on as far as what we love, stuff that we love to do and ideas, right? So, okay, Friday. If you have any questions, you can try to pop them in, and hopefully I will see them in the chat right now. If you want some help and motivation right now, but the motivation I want to give you right now is to sign up for my workshop. How do I motivate you to sign up for the workshop? Look, if you sign up for the workshop, you'll be reminded to join me live, and we'll talk about motivation for just, you can have your lunch or something while you're watching this, while you're listening to this. Now, if you know you can't be there live, if you pay $20 or more, you can sign up for $1. And why? Why do I ask for $1? A couple reasons. First reason, when I learned that when we as human beings, when we invest our time or money in a thing, we are so much more likely to show up for the thing. And I really want this for you. I want you to learn what I've learned, because I know it will help. So even investing $1 will mean not only do you sign up and register, but you'll show up for it if you do. If you don't want to pay for it, that's fine that it's not for you. And I totally get it. It's not for you. It's not for everybody. And not everybody wants to learn this personal development stuff. I love learning and growing constantly, and I love understanding my brain, and that it's not me. I'm not lazy. It's just that I haven't worked with my brain in a way that my brain can take it in, if that makes sense to you. So I just want to share that stuff with you. That, hey, it's not you. It's just the way the brain's wired. So let's figure out how we work with this crazy brain of ours. Yeah, that's really all it is. Then if you invest in it, you'll show up. And plus, I have expenses on my side. I use a lot of apps. I'm paying for StreamYard, for example, so that I can be on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. I'm paying for boosting posts to help reach you more. I have to pay for my website. I have to pay for the apps like Zapier and Zoom. That you're just wired that way. That's right. Your brain is so smart. And things like that. And I pay for my assistant, Avery, who is my digital director. And I wouldn't be able to do this without Avery. So I have a lot of expenditures. Avery then goes in and for the replay, edits it, and we make a PDF out of the notes. And they create in Canva these really pretty frameworks for you, the illustrations to help your brain keep it in your mind. And then hopefully you'll actually print it out and you'll stick it on the back of your door so you can look at it when you're in trouble. When you go, uh-oh, why am I not motivated? I'm about to procrastinate, or I'm putting this off and I know I need to do it. You look at your framework and it'll tell you exactly what to do. Because when we start to get busy or overwhelmed or overworked, I've been like that for the past 3-4 days. Been really working hard, and I have got to remind myself about these steps, even though I wrote them, because the brain shuts down. The amygdala goes, all right, we're going to put all of our resources into your body, and we're going to shut the brain off, because we just want you to sit in the cave and survive. We don't want you to do anything new. You keep trying to do new things, and we're not comfortable with that. We want you to stay in the cave, Pat. Well, that's not practical. Anyway, so you get what I mean? So that's why I need you to support me in supporting you. I don't need a ton of support, but I do need some. All right, that's why I ask you to pay for $1 or more. If you pay $20, you get the replay, you get the notes in the PDF, and you get the framework. But if you show up live, you'll get the framework. You can take screenshots. You know, you'll have what you need. You take some notes. It's all good, right? Any questions about that? Don't request to be on my live video. I don't even know you. Stop it. What is that? That's so weird. Aw, thanks. Is your name Dan? I tried, Instagram has these handles, right? And so I can't tell what your real name is. And I love to be able to say it. Hi, Dan. Hi, Lay. Hi, Sam. Oh, okay. What's your name then? It's like, no. Okay. What's your name so I can call you by your name? And no, I'm not. Why you keep requesting this other person's requesting to be in my video? Why would I do that? Doesn't make any sense. So yes, actually, Doug, you're right. You're not really lazy. You're just wired that way. That's exactly true. That's exactly true. The brain doesn't want you to go out and do anything. You're my cousin. Which cousin? I have a whole lot. I don't recognize the handle. I'm sorry. Oh, all right, you guys, bored you long enough. Sign up. Have you signed up yet, please? And I have a cousin named Glenn. No, I'm mystified. Oh, okay. Isn't that weird though? It comes up for me that it says you want to be in my video. Isn't that funny? Well, I'm glad you're here watching. Okay, that's very strange. This is the thing. This is why people get all freaked out about going on social media, because it's so odd. It's so very weird. All right. Join. Send this to your friends. I'm so grateful if you would share my posts, or if you would share. Like Avery made a nice post, and you can share that with any groups that you think might be interested, any friends you think would be interested. I'm dying to meet more people like you. I'd really appreciate it. All right. Have a great rest of your day. Do fun things for yourselves, and take care of yourself, and say something nice to somebody today, okay? A random nice thing. That'd be awesome. All right.